Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Mr. Perspective with your daily trading tips. Today, I got trades for a person who's got a million coins. I'm going to show you what I'm trading, what you can be trading, cards that you could be flipping, and we're going to be talking about cards that you can be picking up during this video. So if you like this type of content, hit the thumbs up, and if you're not already sub, hit the sub button. Now, I do have a VIP. I do tell people exactly when to buy and when to sell cards. If you are interested in that, just a sub on my Twitch and 100% access to all of that. Now let's talk about what I'm trading and what you could be trading as well, right? And I'm going to show you how to analyze these graphs, everything, and just a little bit, so on and so forth. Now, from yesterday's video, I told you guys that the 84s were going to do so well. Now, 84s went, as I told you, 1.5, 1.6. Now, I'm going to show you once again. Now, the Hero SBC came out today. I was invested in some fodder, 85s, 86, and 87s, a little bit all around. I gave you guys prices to be picking up, and we sold today. You can see nice profits, not so bad. 1,000 on the 85s. Here we got about like 2.5, 220, and some of them at 1.6. I told you during content time, these cards do sell very good, and you can see that right now. Now, about that, we were able to pick this card up at like 9 to 9.3. It went all the way to 1.5, and I think 11.2, some of them. Now these right here we picked up at 17, 17.5, max 17.7 with good chem styles, and you can see the card went all the way to 17.75, and I sold a bunch and I bought so many. I think I invested about 1 million coins in this guy because I was so sure that this card was going to do so well, and I brought my VAP with me, and as you can see, I just went ham. And again, some of them sold a little bit more. Chem styles do a little bit better. If you don't know how to trade with chem styles, just some cards with chem styles do a little bit more. And I just sold it for 250 more. I didn't want to get cheeky with it. I just knew that this card was going to drop, and we're going to look at the graphs and all this. Here's the Baldes, all picked up at 9.7, and here we go, just selling. And you can see as the content came closer, I just said, you know what, let me just get rid of them. And here, getting rid of the Fringpongs and blah blah blah. And here is the team of some of the fodder. Right now, we're going to talk about some special cards that you can invest in. We're not going to talk about those, but those are the VIP. Now we're going to talk a little bit about graphs and show you how I pick up the cards that I want, right? Because I feel like everybody is kind of interested in knowing, how do you pick up cards? How do you know what cards to buy, when to buy? And I'm here to kind of answer that a little bit. Now, let's talk about cards like Frimpong. And you can see right now, the card is tanking. The card's tanking. You can see I got out exactly the right amount of time. And you can do cards just like this. You can trade with the demand and the supply of cards. And I'm going to show you right now. Let's go going. Now, for yesterday's card, you can see that it was kind of inclining forward. You can see that the card dropped during content time. And here's what I saw, right? Now, from the big crash, this is what happened. It was uncertain of when to pick up. You could have picked up right here. It would have been wrong. You would have picked up right here. It would have been a little bit wrong. Of course, right here was the right answer to be picking up. But for me, it was around like 4 to 5 in the morning. So I wasn't there. I was sleeping. Now in the morning, I saw when it rose, and I said, okay, well, that's interesting. It rose pretty well. Now let's see when it drops one more time. Now between Tuesday and Wednesday, there's absolutely 0 packs being open. There's very little. So there's very little supply, and you can play with that demand. So you know exactly when it hits. Now, when I saw this flat line right here for a couple hours, I knew that the price was just going to fluctuate from this point. Maybe it dips a little bit lower and then goes back up. And this is exactly what it did. The card seemed really safe for about, let's see, the card was like 17.7. So like 17 was very easy to buy. When the card rose to like 18.7, it kind of told me, you know what, it's going to go to like 17.75, at least selling slowly. And here you can see that the dip happened one more time. And this is when I was buying. I was going ham. I was buying the 17, 16.75, and I was just going ham buying these cards. And you can see right before content, it showed an increase. Now, why did it do that? Right now, all the defensive cards like right backs are doing so well. So if you're looking at trading cards, right backs is the way to go. Now here you go, one more up and another up. So we already know every single day this card is rising. So I already knew from the bottom to the top that this card was gonna rise. Now this card is falling one more time, and you're gonna ask me, hey, do I buy it at this price? It has never been at this price, or hasn't been at this price since it went down on the other side. We need to see the same thing that we saw, a little bit of a straight line, and then we can pretty much buy. I do predict that these cards are going to go up during rival rewards, but I do believe that 2 to 3 hours after rivalry wars, you should be selling your cards because cards are just going to come down, right? Just going to come down. Now let's talk a little bit of special card trading so you can get going of what to buy. Now this card, oh my goodness, this card is rising. This card is rising. I already did the Spanish version of this trading video, and this card I recommended like a 56, and this card is just rising. This card is just rising. Now these are the cards that I like. These are the cards that I like because they're just, look, boom, boom. It's like a stairway. It's a stairway. And you can see right here, look, ever since they dropped, they're kind of returning to this price one more time. So get invested with this card. What price do I like right now? Try to get it like at 56, 58,000 coins. This card is going to 66, almost 78,000 coins. I do have others, but I don't want to give away all my trades because it's not fair for the people in my VIP. So if you want more trades, come to my VIP and I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up. Now let's get going with a couple more. No, this is not. This is not it. I'll show you right now. Let's just write it down. And thank you so much for sticking out to today's video. I really appreciate your time and I really appreciate all the support. Now let's get going with Doku. Now Doku is a very special card that dropped today. And the reason why I went up so high is because there was an Evo for this card. So there's a great opportunity to be making coins. Now, what price should we be picking up these Doku cards? Because once again, they're going to do great. I think the best price would be around like 5.7. I think we're almost there. Yeah, we're almost there. Around 5.7 would be absolutely no risk. Why do I say this? Because that was the last low before this main leak. And I think it can do really good because it was already naturally going up to, let's say, 6.8. So minimum, this card's going to go around to 6,000 to 7,000 coins tomorrow. But with the leak and because the evolution didn't come out, this card should do well. So heads up with that one. Now, a couple people have told me, you know what, like, let me invest in some Messi's because the guy is fodder. And I've heard it so many times, and I just want to make it seem what you guys should be staying away. Stay away from cards that are over invested. If you hear in every single Discord that they're investing in something, stay away from that. Just stay away from that, because the reason why that happens, people don't buy just one. People buy 100 of them. And then when they don't see it rise, they all sell. And once they see it rise just a little bit, boom, to the floor. So stay away from these type of trades. You see these cards, just run away, look around, and look for other trades, because there's definitely so much more coins to be made. I hope you liked today's content. I hope you liked my little transfer list, and I hope you like the future of this video. I'm gonna be trying making a couple like trading filters, a little bit of gameplay, a little bit of everything. Thank you so much for your support. My name is Mr. Perspective. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.